Okay, hello, Solitary Knight here. I am playing off of my phone and my main account because I'm like working on a different project. I'm doing this, but I just wanted to stop and take a slight detour and like do an analysis video of Phil's Overblot behavior, because I know like for new players that can be like pretty intimidating. So like the important thing to remember about Phil is, first of all, we'll take note of his elemental typing. It's flora and water. I don't have the best team matchup for that. You'll want some fire, and you also want some flora. That would be the ideal thing. But I can beat this with this team in particular. You just have to be like a little bit persistent. I do recommend that you have your cards at least level 55. You can be a little lower or a little higher. As you can see, like I have all of my cards higher. I've even been like doing the uber limit break on some of them. Buddy bonuses help, but obviously I don't have that many on this particular team. I'm sorry to be using like so many event cards, but it's just what I had readily available for a project that I'm doing later on. And I'm sorry if you hear fireworks. It's like July 3rd as I'm recording this, so you know, drunk people and fireworks, that they're gonna do whatever. So anyway, so now that we've talked about elemental advantages and party stuff, all of my characters except for Jade have their spells maxed out. I just haven't been working on Jade very much. And honestly, the only reason he's here is because in the Let's Play account, he kind of carries my party through most of the encounters. So he's here now to help me out for moral support mostly. So let's get into the battle real quick. Sorry, I'm going to be sniffling a little bit because allergies are really bad. Like, there's pollen in the air. I can, like, see the grass pollen floating by. But, anyway, I digress. That was way louder than I was expecting. Sorry about that. Okay. We're not here for the story. I'm just here to give you like a technical guide to follow. So in the first round, he's always going to use a flora spell in his first attack, because that's the one that like does a lot of debuffing, and especially the curse. His curse lasts 3 rounds. And that's important because when you're cursed, you cannot heal. And he's going to do a lot of damage because his second attack, the one that he always uses, is a water attack that gives you a damage increase. So you're going to be hurting from his attacks. This is just how he does things. So we're just going to send Jade out to take the bulk of it, because but that first debuff affects the entire party, not just the active caster. Let's get started. Okay, and now you can see the icons. Jade has a massive power drain on him because of Vil's second attack, but the most important things to note are the curse and the defense debuff. These are what's really going to hurt, but you only have to hold out for 3 rounds before you can start using your healers again. So I recommend, like, on round 4... Sorry, that one was really loud. But yeah, I recommend on round 4 stacking your healing attacks on each other if it's safe to do so. He is most definitely going to be using so we're just going to send Cater out so he can just equal. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get a little tricky, but we'll be okay. Oh, tier 3 spells are always just kind of nasty. There's no real way to prepare for them. You just kind of gotta go with the flow when that happens. Okay, normally I would just use both of my healing spells, but I have a really strong feeling he's going to use 2 Flora attacks, and I'd rather not be at a disadvantage. Alright, so now we just have to match him. Okay, so this would be the point where I'd normally be like, oh, he's going to use his curse ability and his massive debuff, his defense debuff, but I can't really assure that. Like, usually he would do that at the start of a 5-round cycle because that's what the Overblot bosses tend to do, but I can't say he will do that 100% of the time. I posted a short video showing that at round 6 he just casts whatever the hell he wants. So I don't know what he's going to do here. I'm going to tentatively act as if he's going to curse and not heal. Mostly because, again, I don't know what he's going to do. Okay, he cursed. I might have screwed up a little. But it seems like the second attack was someone that was... Yeah. Okay, so we're still probably going to make it as long as he doesn't, like, do anything too stupid. Okay. I'm going to depend on you. And Malice, please help me. Alright, so now you can see that it is possible to beat Phil without any overly fancy techniques. You don't necessarily need dual magic, you don't necessarily need SSRs, you just need to be aware of what he does. He does a lot of debuffs, very powerful ones. His most powerful ones last for 3 rounds. And remember, he will always start off the fight with a Flora attack that curses and does a defense debuff. That is pretty much like the big thing. If you screw up in the first round, it will set the tone for the rest of the fight. And if you're using lower tier cards, it will come back to bite you. So just remain calm. Think about what he has queued up. And again, there's an error of probability and luck. But also, like, a little bit of planning goes a long way. It is possible to get past this fight. You just gotta remain calm. If you have any other questions about this fight, please feel free to, like, contact me. I will answer to the best of my ability. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all. Take very good care of yourselves, and have a good night.